Salisbury is an iconic New England prep school, rich in tradition, legacy, and stories. We never thought we would find our story here, a story that connected 3 African American students to actual American history. This is a story of Ibu Manga, a trailblazer who became the first black alumni of the Salisbury School. But his impact did not stop there. Ibu went on to tell the true story of slavery to over 100 million people, and he forever changed the narrative of black people in American culture. Mr. Manga graduated from the Salisbury School in 1962 and later went on to Hamilton College where he met Alex Haley. This duo would end up changing media with their groundbreaking novel that continues to educate generations to this day. For decades, black voices were silenced in mainstream media. The stories that did exist weren't told by us, but about us, and they weren't the whole story.
I think it's really important to have diversity in storytelling, just in general. Now, with that said, it's very important for black stories to be told by all races, genders, etc., etc. But it's very important that there's a black voice in that room.
One of the earliest forms of American entertainment was called minstrelsy. White performers in black faces mocked black speech, music, and culture, turning racist characters into comedy. These exaggerated portrayals shaped how audiences viewed black people, and they reinforced stereotypes that would last for generations. Movies like Song of the South gave a completely wrong idea of slavery, making it look peaceful when it wasn't. And The Birth of a Nation, one of the first Hollywood-featured films, glorified the Ku Klux Klan and demonized black men. The movie was even premiered at the White House, where President Woodrow Wilson attended a private screening with members of the cabinet and family. These films weren't just entertainment, they shaped public outlook. These movies fueled racism and reinforced incorrect stereotypes, without a true black voice in the media. These false narratives became a perception for millions. But a new era was coming. One of our voices could no longer be silenced. Ibu Manga's journey started here, at Salisbury School, but his impact reached far beyond the hilltop. Manga was from Gambia, a country with a strong tradition of oral history. When he learned about Haley's search for his African roots, he offered to help. Manga traveled with Haley to Gambia and introduced him to local historians, known as griots, who had preserved family history for generations. Through these connections, Haley was able to trace his ancestry back to Kunta Kinte, a man taken from Gambia and sold into slavery. Manga's contribution was crucial. Without his knowledge and his connections, Haley might have never been able to confirm his family's history. When Roots aired in 1977, it changed the way people understood slavery and African American history. More than 100 million people watched the series, and it became one of the most influential works about black history ever made. Because of Ibu Manga, young black kids across America could finally see themselves in stories that reflect the truth, not just the stereotypes.